I'm about to get real disrespectful in this motherfucker.
Yo, Frida, what the hell, man?
Heard they like the way I move. I got these thirsty niggas looking. Make a nigga fall in love. They send the squad to go and book him. 30 popper when it's lit. He stood tall and I shook him. I might pull up on his bitch. If you ain't heard, I'm from Brooklyn.
Guys, what's up? Welcome to No Thirst Media. Hey, we're gonna jump into this real quick. I ran across this Willie D video. He posted it yesterday. I just saw it today. Godfrey is giving out some information. Check it out, y'all.
Which is funny how almost every foreigner has something to say badly about African Americans. Even Africans sometimes have to say about African Americans, but then everybody comes to America trying to be African American.
Willie D Live.
You know, so that's why I think they give England a pass, because we put England at this high regard.
Yeah,
you know,
I think like
with
you
the
said,
royal family.
it's the royal family.
Yeah.
It's the horses.
And the horses and the accent. And even
the guards.
Even the actors.
Yeah.
Look at all the actors now that are taking over a lot of the American jobs. They're all taking over the American job. I thought Idris Elba was from Baltimore. After watching The Wire, I said, who's that dude from Baltimore? Then I watched him on the BBC. This mother was like, well, I did The Wire. What do you mean you know? The fuck? I said, I thought he was from America. No. Kahlua, who played Fred Hampton. He's a British African guy. You got the girl
now,
from...
I'm going to tell you, that offended the shit out of me, bro.
Which one? Oh, when
he played Fred Hampton.
From Chicago.
All these great black actors right here in the U.S. who know the struggle, who actually can identify directly with what Fred Hampton went through.
That was a little weird.
Man, go get his son. If at the very least, go get his son, because his son is a spitting image of him.
Yeah, and have him do it.
Super intelligent. Yeah. I'm talking about super intelligent. Mm-hmm. He would have killed it.
I don't know how you know.
That really offended me.
Yeah, and it's like, what? And listen, not downing him, Daniel Kaluuya, as an African, a Nigerian American. I love him. He's a great actor. But there's certain things that, why can't we just do that? Like, what's her name? Erivo. That Cynthia Erivo, who's playing Wicked, the witch in Erivo, she said some really disparaging shit about African Americans. And then she ends up playing...
Is she British?
She's British Nigerian.
Okay.
If I'm right, I better be right, because I want to make sure if I'm not, you guys can go in the comments and go, he don't even got it right. That motherfucker don't say nothing right. She said some disparaging shit about African Americans.
What she said?
I want to make sure I quote it right, but if you can get your producer to find it, that would be cool.
Mario,
because I don't want to say anything out of pocket. And she said some shit about, which is funny how almost...
So guys, this is the clip.
Out as a Broadway musical. So she continues to get work, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, it seems like Cynthia Erivo is having a bit of success in the movie Wicked with Ariana Grande, which started out as a Broadway musical. So she continues to get work in America. But those ugly tweets that she made about Black Americans, mocking Black Americans and calling us ghetto, continue to dog her. Now she's trying to weasel out of it and trying to make it seem like she didn't mean it the way it sounded. She meant it another way. Cynthia Erivo addresses backlash over ghetto American accent comments. She claims her old tweets were taken out of context. That's what they always say when they get caught. I didn't mean it like that. It was taken out of context. You have to hear the whole speech I made. No, you don't. No, you don't. People are not crazy. In an interview with Shadow and Act during the Toronto International Film Festival, Cynthia Erivo responded to the recently resurfaced tweets that have followed throughout the press run for Harriet, the biopic based on the life of Harriet Tubman, starring Erivo in the title role. Erivo, who is British, she's really Nigerian. Her family migrated to England, and now she's calling herself a Black Brit. But she came under fire for tweets from 2013, which appeared to be mocking Black Americans. Given that Harriet, and this started when she was playing the role of Harriet, given that Harriet is a prominent historical figure in American history, people felt like an actress with less controversial former social media presence should have portrayed her. So we already know that many Black Americans really had a fit over her playing Harriet Tubman in that movie. They protested the movie and tried to affect the box office purse, because how dare she play Harriet Tubman, a Black American icon. So some people never got over that. Many Black Americans have not recovered from the slur, because the fact of the matter is, whether Black Americans are ghetto or not, whether we speak correctly or not, we're at home. We're not running all over the world like she is and like they are, trying to find somewhere to land and then land it squarely in Black American culture. And that's also offensive. Now, in this movie that she's in now, she's playing a witch, it seems like, with a green face. And she was totally ignored by the tabloids, when it premiered in London. And she got upset because they didn't even show her face. They showed the face of a white woman that had on a witch's hat that covered her eyes. And she said the photo was very offensive. And then she started talking about it being racist. But she was not able to get away with that because she has aligned herself with the Hollywood crowd. They have them over here, those black immigrants, to come over here and play the roles that they let them play, and they keep their mouths shut. They don't get to talk about racism. They also don't get to talk about money because, according to some, Ariana Grande, a white actress and singer, was propped up to be the star. She got paid $15 million for her role in Wicked, and Cynthia Erivo only got $1 million. So she basically got, stand-in pay. So she had to come back and apologize for calling the tabloids racist for not portraying her properly, and she hasn't been able to say anything about that low salary she received. So the tweets that she was involved in were offensive. I believe that she was talking to other Nigerians. One of them was the writer Lovey, and then one of them called Black Americans Akata, and she apparently said we were ghetto and didn't know how to speak English or something like that. But this is what she has to say.
Crazy sounds in here.
As for the tweets, taken out of context without giving me the room to tell you what it meant. And it wasn't mocking anyone, really, she said. It wasn't for that purpose at all. It was to celebrate a song I had wrote when I was 16.
She said some disparaging shit about African Americans. I want to make sure I quote it right, but if you can get your producers to find it, that would be cool.
Mario,
because I don't want to say anything out of pocket. And she said some shit about, which is funny how almost every foreigner has something to say badly about African Americans. Even Africans sometimes have fucked up shit to say about African Americans, but then everybody comes to America trying to be African American.
And benefit off of our struggle and the work that we put in.
Yeah. And what's really fucked up is she ended up playing Harriet Tubman. I go, wait a minute, you just talked about and shit on African Americans, and you're going to talk about the woman that did so much for African American freedom? You get to play her? You're fucking playing Harriet fucking Tubman? Are you out of your fucking mind? Harriet Tubman would have smacked the shit out of you if you said what you said. How could you say that? How could anybody that looks like you come into America and talk about African Americans when they are the ones that have created the foundation for foreigners to come in? The 1964 Civil Rights Bill is the reason why Koreans, Nigerians, Indians, Arabs can come in and open up businesses of African Americans in this country.
I didn't really hear what she said. I don't know, but 1 million, they made 400 million. 400 million, right? Like the top movie ever. She made $1 million. We got insulted. It's all good. It's not all good, but she got what she deserves. What do y'all think? Let me know.